Hi, y'all. What popped into my head this morning uh, was the a concept of bad blood. You know, it's fairly dramatic, like there's bad blood between us, the Hatfields and the McCoys or whatever. Um, but but I think in our close relationships, that comes up, and sometimes in familiar relationships or uh, close romantic relationships that have gone wrong, or friendships where there was some kind of uh, betrayal of trust or neglect of the relationship and it fell apart. Um, I had an interesting bad blood where I actually used that term with somebody. I had a neighbor who was behaving very badly, very badly in terms of boundaries. And wanting to blast their foundation within about 15 feet of my well. It was just nuts. And another sort of sneaking around and predatory, seeing that I was vulnerable and like wanting to take advantage of that. So I think it was when my house was on the market. This woman showed up. I mean, didn't go through the realtor, right? Didn't call me and say, "Can I come visit?" She was suddenly walking around on my property, not right next to that, but very close. I have a small lot with her husband and her kid. So I went out and said, "Hey, trying to be open about it, and particularly because she had her kid and her husband was there carrying this child who was like carryable age. And the kid was the first one to talk to me. I engaged a little bit. I said, "Hi, can I help you?" kind of thing. And the kid said to me, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm your neighbor. I'm the one who lives here." So the mom, the woman I had the contention with, said, I mean, she was playing all nice. "Has there been any movement on your house?" And I said, because I think she expressed that she was interested in it. And I said, "Listen, I think we have bad blood, full disclosure. Stuff has gone down. You were blasting a foundation within, 3 yards of the line. And the blasting went on for like 2 days so that they could put in their own foundation. It was just a weird, and I just said, "Listen, I don't know if you have any idea of what that put me through, because I was sick and very sound sensitive, and like, anyway, it was like bombs were going off. And I think in an effort to drive me out, really. So that was kind of a bad blood situation where it isn't resolved yet. I don't spend a whole lot of energy, blocking this woman. I don't feel the need to anymore. But would I, happily seek her out to engage in some kind of relationship ever? I don't think so. Because she showed me her face and it was creepy. And there, there was ways to I'm looking for my dowser. I don't know why. And I don't think I have it here. I can, if you've ever seen me lean forward, I'm sort of dowsing with my body. That's movement that reflects something outside my limited capabilities, even outside of what's conscious. Anyway, it's a simple yes or no system. You can do it with a pendulum. And I was taught actually by an MD, which is interesting, how to do it myself with my own body. And she was trying to find out what things I might be allergic to in terms of, anyway, that's another thing. But, so she taught me how to do it. And I've been doing it basically ever since. I was dowsing with a pendulum long before that. Some people can't douse with a pendulum. It doesn't swing for them. It doesn't mean, it's not a legit form of, because like dowsing, there are people who are what's called water witches in this neck of the woods, where if you want to drill a well, they'll take a forked branch, hold either side of the fork, and things happen with the stem part. It goes up or down or doesn't move, depending on water source. And I've watched it do that. So you can figure out where to drill a well, which is interesting because we had that contention over the well. She wanted to blow up my well. If she couldn't have it for herself, anyway. I'm still like trying to spit out the poison from that, I guess. The whole thing freaked me out that she'd do that and then come around as if nothing happened. Like I wouldn't call her on it, and I did. In front of her kid and her husband, I wasn't shouting, but I was just like, let's not kid each other about what went down. Card of the soulmate. I mean, if something went down in a relationship like this, it would be very confusing. This is somebody you're that close to, that vulnerable with. There's like an innocence, a childlike innocence. About this love that's offered and accepted. It's a card of a nostalgia, sweetness, past, like childhood relationships, somebody you've been in connection with a long time. And something happened. Because somehow there's bad blood. What happened, Spirit? Like, shine the light on this one. I'm kind of hooked. Temperance, major arcana card of divine timing. The timing may have been wrong in this relationship, maybe even in this lifetime, but there's a healing element that cannot be denied. It's archetypal, archangel, energy of let's get it right this time. Let's heal this relationship in this lifetime. The bad blood may go back a long way. And maybe in a time when both people were innocent. Okay, Spirit, was it just that the timing was wrong? It's a card of Sagittarius, Temperance, which refers to time. It refers to balance. It refers to tempering big, crazy emotions, dampening down nuttiness, but not putting out the fire. It's a fire sign energy. And I think it's sort of divine intervention in this case. Tell me about the bad bad blood. Maybe there is no bad blood. Well, there certainly was confusion in that same cup's energy. The Six of Cups, that card of the soulmate, to the Seven of Cups. Like, are there options? What are the options? I'm confused about this connection. Maybe the bad blood was just a result of confusion. Because this is one cup holds this, one cup holds that, one cup holds the other. Some of them are kind of creepy. One's this sort of threatening dragon thing, and one looks like it's full of riches, some kind of valuable thing, and then there's a severed head. I mean, and this one is the most fascinating to me, the mystery cup. Like, what's behind door number 3? And it's central. It's right in the middle, along with the severed head. And one with a snake. I mean, they're really, these different attachments hold really different energies. And some of them are sweet and some of them are spooky, bitter, disorienting. This can be a card of confusion. Like when I say, what's the bad blood about? I'm not sure either of these people know. Something happened. Page of Wands. Nine of Swords. Two of Cups. Well, there was an attempt to begin this can be an immature energy, like an attempt to begin that was a bit of a bluff or it was young. It's a card of direction. Wands can speak to direction. And this is somebody discovering a path. And maybe it's not immature, but it's like, I'm just beginning to investigate this. And that causes me great anxiety. And I'm really up in my head about it. I think this page person. In the same energy as this card of Sagittarius, Temperance. I get off of this, have I screwed it up beyond repair? Bad blood. This connection matters to both people. That's the saddest kind of bad blood. I mean, it's, I felt good about my bad blood with this bitch next door. I wasn't confused at all. This isn't that. This isn't a bad neighbor. This is a really important connection for both people. And I think, sorry, on the part, throat chakra, bleh, of this Page of Wands person who perhaps really wants to heal this, recognizes it was the wrong timing. So that, like, threw everything into a state of confusion. This up in the air feeling of like, which cup? Like they're all tossed in the air. So some were spilled, you know. And this person, I think, is in a state of almost nightmarish anxiety that they're trying to wake up from and kind of regain their footing on the path, perhaps toward this person. And like, we got lost, or I got lost. I lost my way. You know, now I'm back in this position of page energy, youthful energy, of discovery. You know, I will pick up my wand and try to find you. To heal this. You know, with the help of the ones who look over both of us. The angel energy that is protective and wants us to heal. Heal this. So what? What's gonna, like divine timing? What's gonna happen here? How does the other party feel? The one that's being approached, perhaps by, wow, that really splatted, by the Page of Wands. Oh my goodness. The other person is down to clown. I mean, it could be I've moved into a better place in my psyche where this is my destiny. Because this is can be a card of karmic destiny, accepting, stepping up, not upgrading, but, you know, moving forward on the level of the psyche in a way that changes everything. It's good fortune. It's divine timing. You know, and I'm trying to bend it a little bit toward that bad blood issue. And the only way you might read it that way is that this other person, the other partner, the other soulmate, and it could be both. As this person approaches, the other soulmate says, oh my God, that scares me. You know, I'm so confused. I don't know how to heal this. Is it divine timing now? You know, that confusion plus temperance? I don't think so. Sword energy. And maybe that's on both sides. This person's scared to approach, and the other person is scared that they will approach. These guys are like, they're both like this over this relationship. They're both confused, both of them. But there is this potential for healing. I mean, this is the major arcana card in this 6 spread we did initially. That trumps all. It's the strongest energy, and it's about the healing of the psyche, the healing of the blend of these two in divine timing, which looks like it's now. It's very soon. Somebody's on their way. And I think that's why there's this, it's almost like the person who's walking the path is scared about how they'll be received. I think the other partner kind of has an apprehension that this person is coming. And it's apprehension. It's not sweet anticipation. It's just sort of like, oh no, what am I to think of this? But they're real. This is representing that other person, that things are turning well for them. They're stepping into their karmic destiny that has to do with a great happiness. Everybody's skipping around. These two children, this soulmate couple, here they are, grown up in this lifetime. They may actually envision a situation where they'd have children with this person. The wheel is really turned, and it might be that I was going to say the shoe is on the other foot, but I think really both of these people were trying to be all in. And I don't know what happened. What happened? What happened? Does it matter what happened? I don't know. I think if there's bad blood, it behooves us to look at that. Yeah. Somebody was asleep at the wheel, missed an opportunity. It's still Cup's energy. It's still about this connection. There was so much potential in this relationship. 10 of Cups potential. Wheel of Fortune potential. It was like this person, who I'm going to say is you. Well, it's both of you, but we're looking at you now. You thought it was this. You were at 10 of Cups and 10 in Major Arcana, all in for this new cycle. You had great expectations. This is our destiny. Let's move forward. And I think the person you were dealing with was somehow asleep at the wheel. It's possible that there was some kind of offer, and you were so tired you'd fallen asleep. Not really sure. Let's check in with the other guy in this connection, who I think is on the path and is nervous about it. Sorry, tell us about this Page of Wands person who wants to heal the relationship and may have been asleep at the wheel. Please, because they were confused too. They had a what's going on. Yeah. Boy, they thought this ended very badly. The 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. And 9s are, sorry, something explosive. 9s are a card of the personal. So I think in this case, it's what did I do? What was I thinking? It's haunting this person in a nightmarish way. Echoes of the bad blood. How could I have made bad blood with this person I'm so connected to? I lost my grip for a while. I was confused about the connection. And now, like I know it, it really ended, and it ended badly. Is there any coming back from that? They're apprehensive. And so's the other person. Tell us about this painful ending. I mean, the only good news about Ten of Swords is it's the closing out of the cycle. And it opens the chance for healing, temperance. Something was said, I think. Wants to give me a whole bunch, and I'm hoping for less than a whole bunch for some reason. Okay, it's over. They want a new beginning, at least for themselves. They could have felt like flatlined by whatever happened. They could have perceived it as a betrayal, or that they'd betrayed, they had just badly betrayed the soulmate. And they want to start fresh in one's energy. I know what I want. I know what I feel. I know where I'm going. I know what, what's my passion. I want to bring this thing back to life. It's like get a CPR, quickly jump on it. We can't have flatlined it. I think it's what we had yesterday is somebody wanting to take that wand and beat their way out of the mental constraint. We now have 8, 9, 10 of swords. Something went somehow predictably off the rails because there was an element of knowing. There should have been clarity, sword energy. There should have been communication. That's why there was bad blood. I think this person didn't talk. Because that sword energy is clarity and understanding, but it has to do with communication. And for some reason, this person could not communicate. And now this is like the talking stick, I'm ready to, it's my turn to talk. The other person may have offered them again and again the opportunity to talk, had handed them the talking stick. See the hand coming out? Given them the opportunity, that's what aces are, for you to talk. And they couldn't talk. And that lack of communication flatlined this. And now they're like, I'm ready. Let's go. I'll talk. I'll, like in CPR, I'll get the heartbeat going again. I will. Card of Gemini, a card of the twins. And boy, are they up in their heads and freaking out because it matters this much. This much. It makes me want to cry. This much. It could have been everything for us, says the other person. You were my 10 of Cups. We could have moved forward. 10 Wheel of Fortune in the Major Arcana, 10 of Cups in Cups energy, in this connection. And I waited. And you didn't take up my cup for whatever reason. You were scared, 9 of Swords. You couldn't talk. And I don't really know why they couldn't talk. They may have been lazy or apathetic. I don't think they were empathetic, because they were all up in their heads. You know, they couldn't even, somehow they'd gone numb with all this sword energy. They'd gone numb somehow. Well, they're not numb now. Not numb now. They've come back to life. Ace. You know, they've regained their personal power and they're ready to bash down. It's the message we got yesterday, pretty much. This is a card of Gemini. It's sword energy, air energy, all this crappy air energy, the 8, the 9, the 10 of Swords. This is knowing who your partner is. Your twin, if you want to look at it that way. Your soulmate. Like the other half of you. And I think person, the you, I'm going to say, you know, really was ready. And somebody else wasn't. But I suspect the you, the one who was waiting, the one who recognized this as the 10 of Cups. And I don't think they were mistaken. This was the opportunity, Wheel of Fortune, that the universe was extending to them. Extending to them. This opportunity, this opportunity for connection. I don't think it's really missed. There's going to be a recognition. I think this person who might be an air sign, might be a Gemini, might have really stepped up, you know, bared themselves. Because they have great passion for this. They're busting out of the cage, 8 of Swords, their own constricting mindset that resulted in, this is really bad. This really hurt, this ending. And I suspect both people. Somebody, perhaps the air sign, was numb somehow. Well, this is like, bong, you know, I'm awake now. I'm awake now. I get it, sword energy. You're my person. They're not confused anymore. They're not up in their heads. They're not numb. They're not in, you know, denial of some kind, blindfolded. Feeling disempowered. Boy, if they powered up, woken up, woken up, woken up, sword energy, great clarity now. And I think it is divine timing, but I suspect it's also somehow the nick of time. You know, they had a long way to go. It was a path of discovery. And it led them to, I mean, it's their fire energy, it's their passion, it's what they really care about in their heart, not in their head alone, but it's, you know, it's there too, in the pure sense of it. I know you. You know, I know you. So I know myself. Because I know this connection. I'm recognizing it. I'm moving on it. I'm taking action. And I'm scared, but I don't believe it's too late. And I don't believe it either. I will say, shifting gears now, public service announcement, there is an opportunity to join. Some people apparently don't have that button showing up on their page. You have to make sure you're subscribed, I think. And, you know, there's something glitchy is going on. In the comments, other people have said, I have a friend who couldn't, you know, the same thing happened to them. So it might be that. But one person got through. My Libra friend. The sunflower person. You know who you are. And you're kind of member zero. So it's possible. And we'll work it out. We'll work it out. So don't get frustrated if you don't see the button, or if you try to join and you can't. I'd encourage people to subscribe first and foremost. That's free. The joining is like a pittance a month that gets you some legit perks. So if you want to gamble on it, go ahead. We'll work out the logistics. And in the meanwhile, this reading the preponderance is about love and connection and healing. Karmic destiny. New beginnings. I'd sign up for that personally. In any relationship. Thank you very much. See you next time. Adios.